In the beginning of the Parsha this week, Parshas Devarim, Keith, so the Torah tells us that there was a commandment that Moshe Rabbeinu was to provide for the Jewish people. Havur lachem anashim chachamim, provide yourselves men who are wise and understanding and known, well known to your tribes. Va'asimei b'roshechem, and I shall appoint them as your heads. Okay? It's a commandment that Hashem tells Moshe Rabbeinu that he should appoint leaders for the Jewish people. Okay? So Rashi, father of all commentators, 99% of the time in the Torah, will go ahead and will explain words in the order that it says in the Torah. So you would think Rashi would explain the word va'asimim, and I shall appoint, and then he would explain the word b'roshechem, as your heads. But ladies and gentlemen, including Mr. Feldman, our guest cameraman, that's not what Rashi does. Rashi does something very strange. B'roshechem, the last word he says, as your heads, they shall be heads and dignitaries over you, and you should treat them with respect and fear. So Rashi explains the word b'roshechem, then he goes ahead and he explains the word before, va'asimim, and I shall appoint them. Rashi points out something interesting. Va'asimim is really from the word osham, like a korban osham, like a sin. That this teaches us that there's a expression of sin, that the sins of Israel hang on the heads of the judges, because the judges should have protested and directed them to the straight path. Right, Jay? If your daughter's friends marry the wrong people, you're supposed to say something about it, just for example, right? If people do the wrong thing, they drive on Shabbos to your house, you say something. You don't just look the other way. If you don't, if you're a leader, if you have responsibility, if you can say something and you don't say something, the onus is on you. But why does Rashi do that? Why does Rashi explain the word b'roshechem and then explain va'asimim? So there's a sefer al Chumash, a Jewish sefer, a Halachic sefer called Pardes Yosef, and he says a gewaltige pshat, a wonderful pshat. You know where Rashi does that? Rashi's teaching us something. You know when there's a taina, when there's a complaint on the leaders for not standing up and not saying anything? Only look at the Rashi before, when you treat them with respect and you fear them. If you don't honor and respect the leaders, then there's no time, there's no complaint against them. Why didn't you say anything? You know why you didn't say anything? Because you don't respect me. You don't listen to me. If you don't respect the leaders, then there's no complaint on the leader. Why didn't you say anything? There's only a time of why didn't you